Okay, so in YouTube and Facebook, these are my platforms, and this being said, I'm lucky if I get one view on YouTube. Why YouTube's important is because it's people I don't know. The people I don't know is on YouTube is because there's only a handful of people, meaning less than two, that know I'm on YouTube and not Facebook. The only people on Facebook are people that I know personally. And so if I'm uploading there a video, no one cares about what I'm saying because I don't have any friends in real life. So this conundrum, the facts of, that's a $200,000 vehicle making a stop. And I can go and poke my nose over there and that would be disruptive, but I don't feel safe doing that because I have more important, bigger fish to fry. The pixels of anything. Look at this. You can reflect off anything. But pixels in particular. It was the guerrilla warfare that was the Mongols and Genghis Khan, where this guy was renowned for being aggressive, and even in gladiators, that whole empire was great to have great physicality because it was attractive. Nowadays, it's there's a different tactic other than physical warfare. It's being fought with drones and bioweapons. Bioweapons can be this thing that is highly relatable to computer science and geeks. This computer stuff is the opposite of physicality because it has to do with sequencing genomes. So the more that there's this trend, it's attractive to be nerdy, and there's like this whole line of LGBT of caking your face in makeup and hiding all this stuff that would be congruent to what takes a toll on your body. These designer drugs and what have you, that being attractive, I'm opposed to that because I'm understanding the metabolic system and all these glands being put to use, leaping over that BS. It's called the quantum leap, law of attraction, if you will. And here to note and denote this pixel stuff, where instead of having pixels, I can get really crafty in I'm about to with number groups and math, relating that directly to how to be healthier, than just vitamin D and upping your cardiovascular system. It's so boring to hear, trust me, but it's even better if it's deducted the same way that they're propagating up these algorithms in codes, binary, and then to be able to imitate that off of a screen is what this biomaterial allowance is, but it's just through sickness. So I can do that same thing, but with not sickness, and that's going to be the groundbreaking cream of the crop. It's basically just taking a screen and breaking up its pixels, having that electricity, newsflash, all this, biomaterial stuff, it's really just so condescending how quiet and peaceful these labs are, that these clean rooms where they do all this biolabs work, and just the after cry, the shot heard around the world, all the catastrophes it leads to, this chaotic energy, but in real life it has to do with sirens roaring because it's these police or anyone making bad decisions just because it's all this thickness. But yeah, that's the main point, in case that breaking up pixels in a screen, because there's logic behind pixels. If you look at it, this is much to do with the Atticus and what they were doing back in the Roman era, but being more fanciful with it because they didn't understand algorithms, and Atticuses are really close to being what is being done with smartphones. And basically a smartphone being a wooden rocking chair horse and a seesaw, you know, it's the same landscaping but a different ordeal. Alright, well, I just came on camera to brag and say that thanks for watching. Bye. Things heavy or deep, that's an attempt to explain the gravity behind the gravity of the situation. Is like, gravity always sucks, so the thing in the center of that sucking in atoms is always a material, so a proton or neutron, and then what's inside there is, you know, the list goes on as a circle or a string, with it being a circle or a string is widely understood as the division of ring theory to string theory. A reflection can say a lot about a person, and in order to get one you need to shine light on a surface. The reflectability is how well it's been polished, but how finely polished something needs to be in order to know that it's one. Something that is un-American is not following what a constitution is. When it comes to capitalism, I'm all for people trying to make as much money as they can. But when someone's complaining, when I was a kid they said, "You're taking the joy out of Christmas." And you imagine taking the life out of living. It just got dark. It's because, well, for one, it is. And so, for another, it's bottlenecking. When someone says, like, the fragmentation of handling disobedience, and it's a person in charge of the global companies, like the Fortune 500's Bishop, pretty high ranking, huh? That top down is like the security system. Something that's obvious and something that's bound to happen. The difference of the two is now you're actually entering the realm of what an atom is to the particles. The particles of an atom are at its center, outside of its electrons. That's just a calculator. But predicting, saying you know it's inevitable, this top-down way of calculating and measuring inevitabilities is extreme. That is bad idea.